Well, first and foremost, good evening. Your Excellency, Ambassador of Paraguay, First Secretary of Niger, Consul Generals of Russia, Bangladesh, Japan, Korea, Myanmar, Indonesia, Thailand, and respected members of the fraternity in Chennai and Tamil Nadu, representatives of the external affairs and colleagues from the India trade bodies, media, friends, everyone. You know, all the protocols, gentlemen and ladies, have actually been met. A very good evening to you. Welcome to the UN Day on Multilateralism and Peace in Tamil Nadu, where obviously we're celebrating this and we're marking our true fruitful partnerships. India ASEAN ties have flowed with New Delhi committed to centrality of ASEAN in the trade commerce architecture of the Indo-ASEAN region. For India, since the economic reforms of 1991 and India's Look East policy, it was important that we connect with the thriving economies of the ASEAN region. We have strengthened relationships with ASEAN countries since 2014, and we have taken proactive dynamics of the PM's foreign policy. In this, it's repackaged, but shows India's eagerness to actually engage with the ASEAN countries. Now, as the Trade Commissioner of the India ASEAN Trade Council for Asia-Pacific region, let me first and foremost start by conveying my sincere thanks to excellencies and diplomatic colleagues from the capital, New Delhi, who had flown in, the Indian Economic Trade Organization for their steadfast support here, and cooperation to further strengthening all the ASEAN-India strategic partnerships. I also have to commend Paraguay for their leadership role in the Latin American region. Thank you very much for this, Excellency. When the global order is actually facing multiple calls, obviously we have, there is a lot of challenges that's actually being faced, and the growing number of trade delegations between India and Paraguay is definitely an indication of that. Thank you very much for that, Your Excellency. I also like to support and thank the leadership of Niger for supporting India in its UN membership, and also mainly the International Solar Alliance initiative, in which Niger has always been a very big proponent. The International Day of Multilateralism and Diplomacy for Peace would highlight a fundamental truth. No country can solve today's challenges alone. So this is something which I personally also do emphasize on. I believe working together, working commonly is the goal towards peace. I mean, we go through tough times now, but obviously it's a time for us to actually bring in peace. Dialogue, diplomacy, and multilateral solutions provides the surest path to a peaceful and just world. These eternal ideals from the foundation of the United Nations Charter and drive global efforts to safeguard human rights and forge hope, prosperity, and peace for all people. But around the world, as I was saying, the conflicts, climate catastrophe, poverty, and inequalities are actually creating enormous obstacles to diplomacy and multilateral relations. And I think collaboration is definitely consumed by competition, dialogue is overtaken by relentless division, and diplomacy and multilateral system itself were created precisely for moments like this. So we need to resurrect the new spirit of global cooperation to build trust, heal divisions, and place humanity on the path to peace. ASEAN region has stood tall as a beacon of regionalism, multilateralism, and globalization. It has successfully carried on a niche for itself in the region and provided the foundation for evolving strategic and enormous architecture for the Indo-ASEAN region. ASEAN's role has perhaps been more important now than ever before, because we are looking at India actually supporting a strong, unified, and prosperous ASEAN, one whose centrality is fully recognized. The strong convergence of Asian outlook on the Indo-ASEAN strategy and the functioning of the India ASEAN Trade Council is a testimony to our shared vision for this region. ASEAN-India ties, anchored in history and nurtured by common ethics, have withstood the test of time. We have actually been having these relationships go back hundreds of years, if not thousands, between most of the ASEAN countries and India. These relationships that have actually been built since the dawn of time, and this is precisely where I can submit. I show you I can assure Your Excellency that our sectoral partnerships will mature into a summit-level partnership and further evolve into a strategic partnership soon. As we enter the next level of our relationship, our ties too must respond to the world that we confront. A better connected India and ASEAN would be well positioned to promote decentralized globalization and resilient and reliable supply chains that is so needed by the international community that is looking at the ASEAN region precisely for prospective investment destination. Now, I look at my vision is to make sure that trade, education, and cultural aspects in between the ASEAN region countries can actually be built, and we have a very robust system that actually aligns all of this, be it industries, be it students, be it industrial architects, be it academia. We have partnerships formed which actually can grow for a better engagement between ASEAN countries and India. There is indeed a great partnership for the Indian students to collaborate with the ASEAN region. We already have many students from ASEAN region in India as well. Excellencies, under the current global uncertainties, as we review our journey to of the last visit and chart our path for the coming decades, it's important that we identify a new set of priorities while assuming the early realization of our ongoing initiatives. I look forward very much to our discussions today on the whole gamut of collaborative agenda, and will support the Council for evolving strategic and economic architecture in the Indo-ASEAN region. On this important day, I call on governments and leaders to definitely spare no effort whatsoever to bridge the divide and connect the countries so that we actually hope there is a peace that actually stays forever. Thank you very much for this, Excellencies and colleagues. Thank you.